Cunts.
Hello.
This is Ladylicious, and I'm Mandy.
And I'm getting my Mountain Dew, and I'm Cindy.
Ooh, Cindy has Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew
Yeah.
Cindy.
Mm.
You're fancy, Cindy. And
Yeah.
that was nice. Vinny brought it for
It
you.
was. This is a good child.
A good child. The
Put this
child.
right there.
Anything good going on?
Absolutely
the last
not. This
time?
house has had the plague for the past month, so we're just all now alive. And
You guys just keep getting sick.
I don't even know what to blame it on at this point. Winter.
Ugh,
Bugs?
winter is stupid.
It is season.
That's what it says on our front door.
Yeah.
A lovely sign.
Yeah. No. We're all good now. We're good. We're alive. We're on the mend. Something on the mend, in the mend, whatever.
Mended?
Mended.
Not sure.
We're mended.
So, did you miss a lot of work?
No. I think mine started like day after New Year's. It was New Year's Day. I was probably out for a couple of days. I missed maybe, I think 2 days. And then the second week, I was still sick, but I kind of forced myself to go in a little bit. So, nothing too bad.
I got like fuzzies in my mouth.
Sure.
Yeah. So you left your other jobs, and
I did.
Cindy has a new job. Do you like
I
this
do.
one better?
I do. I like it better. I think I'm happier at this one. So.
For now, right?
I mean, I think we'll be.
There's
good.
always somebody. There's always something.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's
even if
still-
you work for yourself,
Mm.
you have an idiot that you work for, or so like that works for you, or something.
True. But no, for now we're good. I'm
So,
happy.
that was my little lead in. That's all I got.
That's nice.
So, so we're going to talk about like shitty coworkers, just basic BS that happens at work, like pranks. I even got a wonderful quiz for Cindy. She's so excited about. What did you find?
So, I mean, I think we can both throw in some personal stories.
Definitely.
But I have some. Excuse me. Some pet peeves. Some like annoying coworker habits. Types of coworkers, and a couple of text messages that bosses sent to their employees.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I myself have personal stories and some that others gave me. And then I found a whole bunch of wonderful pranks that people pulled at work.
There you go.
And the quiz. So,
Oh my
where should we start? Do you want to start with one of yours?
Sure. I would probably start with my biggest ick.
Your ick.
My biggest
Ew.
like annoying habits, I guess. And number one, this actually is number one on here, which is number one for me. Microwaving stinky food.
Oh.
Dude, at one of my old jobs, I had this lady, nice as can be, but you had to make sure you got in there before she did. She would microwave like fish
Ew.
and like tilapia and just like really weird ethnic food. It stunk so bad.
Oh.
And
that stuff like lingers.
It
like,
does.
even if it's like
it was in there for the rest
and
of
stuff,
the day.
or what if it's like burnt popcorn? Like, you smell that. That'll clear out a whole college dorm.
Yeah, microwaving popcorn was actually on there, which I didn't think would be that bad, but I also if you burn it, it's
if you burn it, you can start a fire. I've definitely been in college dorms where we've had to evacuate the building because of popcorn.
Yeah, no, but microwaving stinky. Oh my god, I still can smell it. And it's fucking gross. So
I would be pissed that people don't clean the microwave too.
I feel like that's common sense isn't common. So not cleaning it. Another one, coming to work sick. So I get this, but like how sick? Because like I've gone to work with like a stuffy nose, but like I'm not talking like fever full.
They look like straight death.
Yeah, like that. I'm not that is what my coming to work sick is. Because I mean, I can deal with the stuffy nose or cough. I get that shit happens. You gotta make money. I'm talking like if your eyes are like a step away from bleeding. Like that's my
Excuse me, you kind of smell like a rotting corpse. Are you sure you're okay?
yeah. Like if you
Give him the poke test.
if you're still like 103 fever and yeah, no, don't stay the fuck home. Like you have PTO, take a sick day. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, like why? Why would you even want to come in that way?
I don't know. You can't be productive.
No, you're like half death. That was like you want to save your vacation for an actual vacation. Sometimes you need a sick day.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know. Another one, bad hygiene. So I actually, so I had my old job again, coincidentally the same one who made the stinky food. There's another guy who walked around barefoot around the office. Yeah, and he never used deodorant. He smelled so bad, and especially in the summer. And it got to the point like I talked to my HR at the time, and I was like, "Yo, you got to tell him. You have to tell him." So I annoyed her enough that, and I think other people did too, that as it got warmer, like a reminder email had to get sent, like,
please
wear
shower.
deodorant.
Please shower.
Yeah, like
and
shower
wear
and
before you come
deodorant.
in.
No. It was just weird.
Sometimes people
they don't do soap and water because of animal products.
Yeah.
No,
and then,
he just walked around like he walked around the office barefoot and just did not wear deodorant, and that lingered. Like if he walked past you, hold your breath. Because that's
we had a guy that smelled
rough.
And he was one of my interns. And I don't get close enough to people. And I guess like I don't have the greatest sense of smell that I never really noticed. But people would shut their doors and stuff around him to the point where I was like, no, I was like his supervisor, but not like the main boss or anything. So I actually told them, I'm like, you know, can you have like a how hygiene class training or something? So they ended up talking to him.
Yeah, it was bad. Like if you and there were a couple emails that it got sent out basically as a reminder, and then I think at one point like he didn't get the memo, so like she had to like actually speak to him. Like that's embarrassing. Like if I came up to you and was like, Nate, dog,
I would. I had. I'm like, bro, you have to take care of that. Cause I know I won't stand for it.
Yeah,
like, you can't be next to me and just blocking my airway
like it's one. I feel like it's one thing. Like you know, you get up, you put deodorant on, you're running around doing stuff, and you don't realize it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if you are actively not putting it on, and you know damn well you smell, no.
I think I put it on at least like 3 times a day.
Yeah,
like I'll come home and I'll put more on. Like,
when I come home from work, I'll put more
I mean,
on.
and there's also those times where your deodorant stops working, stops working for you, and like you might not notice. You know what I mean?
Like, that's
yeah.
fine,
you know, you pull somebody aside, like, yo, dude, did you
yeah, no.
You know,
and I've done it. I'll be like, oh, you're a little. Like you want to use
a little right?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to use soap in your shower, or like
you know, or like their breath, and you're breathing out your mouth so that you don't have to smell
I mean,
it.
like actively.
Like it's
you
like
know
you
damn
came
well
in that way.
Yeah. You know you don't.
You came in with wet hair and you still smell.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So just a little tidbit there, where deodorant, like at least twice, maybe 3 times a day, everyone, and you have to shower. No one should have to smell your fucking
sweat,
gank, nasty ass.
Yeah. Ooh.
Rosie don't like that shit either.
Rosie's got stinky armpits when she wakes up from a nap.
You got stinky ears. You got stinky pitties.
Her ears are actually.
She's got
good.
pitties.
Let's see what else. Bad hygiene. Calling unnecessary meetings.
Oh my god.
Anything that could be an email, make it an email. Or like I'm out.
And stop replying all.
Yeah, like anything that could be an email.
You don't know the office. That's what they do. You have meetings about meetings.
Yes.
That's like the military. It's a meeting about the meeting, and it's
We have
Yeah.
we have diversity training, which I'm fine with the training, but they make every school can do it at their location. Everybody else can do it at their location, but just the technology people have to drive all the way downtown to go to these trainings for 2 hours, and you end up spending like $15 for parking.
Which I
Like,
feel
why
like is
can't this
weird
be
because-
virtual?
I was gonna say, which is weird for IT for it not to be virtual.
Oh, it's
I
so
feel like that's the wrong
ridiculous.
department.
Like,
they just-
okay, I get it that half the IT department does work there. Well, then let us take it out of school or let us take it virtually. It's not like you can
voting,
park
put-
on
like
Broad
voting.
Street.
Find a school near you that does it.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know if I agree with it. I mean, I do to a point, but like gossiping, but like, how else are you gonna, you know?
I don't mind gossiping. I just don't like when you're gossiping to get somebody in trouble.
Yeah, no,
just
I
because you
think-
don't like
yeah, I
them.
think
Other
there's
than
good-
that, no.
I
You
think
can't
there's
get away
good
from gossiping.
office gossip.
Like, it
but-
could be your 5-minute break and you're just talking about stuff. I don't know. I mean, it can lead to problems, but you know, you gotta put your big girl pants on.
Well, one of them is discussing your personal problems. That's
Oh.
that's an annoying coworker. Which, yeah, I guess to some.
I guess it could be, but you know what? They came over to talk to me, so
Right, like
you don't like it, leave.
this one you touch a kitchen slob,
Yeah.
not cleaning up your shit, and negative attitude. But like,
Sometimes you have to. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one either.
ooh, wearing too much cologne.
Yeah.
That's one. My old boss. No.
So less cologne, more deodorant.
Yeah, like, and it was like old man cologne,
Straight up Bowling Green.
like
or
really old man
fucking-
cologne. That it was just like it like lingered on you. Like I got out of the man,
Yeah.
like we all went to lunch. I got out of his car, and I still smelled it on me.
Oh god.
Like you could tell where that guy's been based off his.
Or you
cologne.
get somebody that has BO but has cologne on trying to cover it. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god! It smells like I can't even. It's like
Yeah.
like chocolate flavored onions or something. It's just disgusting. I was just thinking of something like
really
floral
disgusting?
flavored onions, whatever.
I mean that's kind of like my top ones here. The rest of them. This I think is just not in an office. I had somebody do this thing. Use speakerphone in an open office.
That's annoying as fuck. I hate when they do it like at the supermarket
Yeah.
or even at like Wawa. Like, I'll be talking to my one friend, I won't say her name, but she'll be literally talking to me on the phone. And all of a sudden you'll hear like, can I have a pack of something cigarettes? And I'm like, dude, tell me to hold on or something.
Yeah.
like,
no. I
I'll
think
tell people,
anywhere.
hold on, I'll put them in my pocket, finish what I'm doing, you know?
Oh hi.
Oh, well, hello.
This is my other annoying coworker.
She wants you to see her hiney. Yes, dogs
yeah.
that bark in the office.
Okay. Can I have you killed something? So.
Oh,
Yeah, she killed a porcupine.
Hmm.
She got that today.
you look like you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my
Your
annoying
annoyings.
habits thus far. So, what do you have?
So, I have like some office pranks that were pretty interesting that I found. I would like to hear whether or not it's happening. Okay. So, all right. Hi, dog. So, one of my I'm on boardpanda.com. 181 people share their most genius office pranks. We're not going to read them all. I wrote
Okay,
down a
that's
few
a
that I
fucking
thought,
lot.
yes. Well, I just wanted just to know where you could find it so you could read all of them if you would like. Okay, so this one of my coworkers has a ton of family pictures all over his desks and the walls. I was slowly changing them all to pictures of me. I worked really hard to find similar pictures to replace them. I even traveled to some of the places to replicate them. Just about had them all done when another guy we worked with asked him why he had so many pictures of me.
Ooh,
Okay.
It's like The Office.
Yeah. This one. Every day I would get into the locker room before my coworker and place a penny in his right boot. This went on for like 2 months. After about a week and a half, I could see him getting frustrated. After a while, it just became the norm for him to shake the penny out of his right boot every day. He wasn't frustrated anymore. He was defeated. So he just accepted it for now. So one day I decided to switch it to the left boot. He came in, shook his right boot like usual, but nothing fell out. He looked so relieved, like a huge weight had been lifted. Then he put on his left boot and just fucking lost it. He slung his boot across the locker room with all his might, cussing and calling out whoever did this to him. I stopped fucking with him after that, but I plan on putting one in every once a year just to remind him.
That's a good one.
Just a little reminder. This one says, I have a tiny speaker in an adjacent cubicle that emits a soft cat meow every 2 hours.
That would drive me fucking nuts. Oh my God, that would kill me.
This one I thought was funny. There's a guy in my office who often comes to work in jeans and a t-shirt and changes into his work clothes in his office. He's taken over half of a closet next to my cubicle with his dress clothes. A few years ago, I came into the office and around midnight and swapped all of his clothes for some Hawaiian shirts, checkered pants, basically a whole wardrobe of the loudest clothes I could find at the thrift store. When I got there the next morning, he was closed up in his office. His secretary told me that he'd been having a pretty rotten week in terms of workload and was in a foul mood, like shit. So finally he emerged wearing his jeans and t-shirt. He sort of grunted hello at me, opened the closet door, and just stood there for probably about 10 to 15 seconds trying to wrap his brain around what was in front of him. Finally, he just started cracking up laughing and put on one of the more understated outfits and spent the rest of the day trying to figure out who had done it. Meanwhile, people from all around the office came to behold my handiwork. I fessed up to it. Great April Fool's prank. Yeah. Yeah. But I thought it was interesting. This one was cute. I teach elementary music. Once I had a rivalry with the gym teacher. She would send the kindergarten class to mine and tell them it was my birthday and that I loved hugs. She would do this about twice a month. So I sent them back to her and told them she loved it when people would step on her foot. So they were stomping on her. She also told the kids to go in my class, say nothing, and just stare at me. It was the creepiest thing. She won.
That's creepy.
I don't like that one. It didn't make sense. I don't know why I marked it. Okay. This one. Every time one girl mentions anything her kid did, I tell her what my dog did. I thought that was cute. Nothing? Okay. Maybe somebody likes what I have to fucking say.
Is that a prank though, or is that like?
I don't know. I thought it was interesting. This one says she likes leaving sticky notes on random people's desks that say "Come see me," but doesn't say who it's from.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I gotta try that.
This one's too long. Let's skip that one because it was. I don't want to kill Nate over there. No. I know. I only have a few more.
These are pranks?
Yeah. My boss keeps pictures of his kids on his desk. When he's gone, I replace them with pictures of Owen Wilson. Nothing. Okay.
What about you guys?
We have some. That's enough. We can cut off
Once
those ones.
it wasn't just me. It was a couple people. We flipped our one sergeant. We were moving into a different building.
Former
Yeah.
job.
No, it was when I was still in the army. We were moving buildings temporarily. So one of my sergeants, he was like, "Hey guys, I like this desk. Can you move it in this up?" It was a hefty fucking desk. Of course, he was on the bottom floor. We were on the fucking top floor. But finally, we got it down. But then we figured, why stop there? We actually flipped his whole office upside down.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and then left for the day. So that was a good time. I don't know who put it right side up because I didn't.
Did you get in trouble? Yeah.
No, I mean he laughed about it. He was just like, "Yo, like y'all better come the fuck back and fix my shit. So we're like, sorry.
Funny games are over.
Yeah,
Yes.
like, I don't think he didn't see it until the next day, or I don't remember if it was on a Friday and he came back in on a Monday, but I think by that point I knew I wasn't going to be back like the following time I had to see him. So
That's
later.
great.
Later. So, yeah,
That's
that was a
great.
good one.
I definitely have a few. So when I worked for this wrestling company, RF Video, oh my God, they pranked nonstop. So I literally sat as close to Cindy to this one coworker of mine, Jimmy, and I was like inventory or something. And at one point, I turned and looked at him, and his hand is like in his pants. He's not like, I don't know if he's scratching, but he wasn't like jerking off or anything. But I was like,
guys just stick their hands on the
yeah,
hand.
but like, I was like, dude, could you like not? Like, I'm a foot from you. Could you not? So he took his hand out and wiped it all over my computer, like my keyboard. I was like, this motherfucker. So he left, went to lunch. I cleaned off everything on my desk, took his mouse, and like was messing around, like rubbing it on my ass and stuff. But I didn't like knot it down my pants or anything. So I was like, I don't know what to put on it. So I just put his mouse there, and I changed the screensaver to say it's 12 or it's 1 o'clock. Do you know where your mouse has been? Just to like, fuck with them back. One day, the one guy, Rich, said he would pay me $50 if I grabbed Jimmy's ass 50 times in one day. So I tried, and he started getting really like annoyed, like stop fucking coming near me. So
What number did you get to when you got
probably like
God
10.
damn.
I was about to say
Like it
5.
wasn't that far. I
Not even
mean,
close.
10's probably pushing it. So I was getting mad because I was like, oh, I'm like, so I went and I Xeroxed my hand. And when he went up to the bathroom, I snuck my hand, like my hand picture under his ass. So at the end of the day, I turn around and he's like, well, looks like you ain't winning any money. I was like, my hand has been on his ass all fucking day. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, he got a note with you hours ago. And I was like, Jimmy, stand up. Jimmy turns around. He's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Did he win?
No, I didn't. I wasn't going to take the money anyway, but it was just
I would
Oh,
for funsies.
fuck that.
I would have.
He wasn't going to really fucking, those kind of bets. But I was like, my hand's been on his ass all day. I think Jimmy was more mad at me than he was. But this one kid, Keith, also worked there, and he used to pull the orders, and they used to have like these metal racks. They look like shelves that they turn sideways and cut out like one every other like pin, and they would put these VHS tapes in there. They're all like shoot interviews or any like videos that they sold. And he was short, so like he would have to go get the step stool, and then he would get mad because he's like, and he's not knocking French Canadians, but he used to get mad because it was always like a French Canadian name where he had to go from one side to the other. So we made this like ridiculous order where it was like over here, down here, up there, like basically obnoxious. And he goes through this whole thing, and you could hear him like the whole time as he's pulling the tapes, like fucking making comments and like, like, like just super pissed off. Just super pissed off. We're trying.
Sit there and talk to
Yes,
themselves.
and we're just sitting there. We're just sitting there, like trying not to laugh. Luckily, he's like behind us, and then as soon as he's done, he's like, "Oh," and he's French Canadian, fucking through. So we had to go put it all back because they really didn't need it. But I was fucking cracking up.
You gotta fix it and shit.
Yeah, and see, I don't like those pranks that I have to like.
I know. One day, this was definitely spiteful. I was pissy at my one job, and they used walkies, and I changed every single channel to a different channel. And I was like, yeah, like it's spiteful and it's petty, but at least like it's easily fixed. Those are the cool things to
The
do.
majority of my pranks have been in the military. Like I've took a Humvee and locked somebody in the porta potty. That was funny. Felt bad. I almost felt bad because it almost got tipped over. but it was a full
Oh my
boy,
God.
and it was hot. So,
Oh,
but yeah, he went to the porta potty. I
Have you
mean,
seen that? Like, have you seen somebody tip over in a porta potty?
I have, but it wasn't anyone from like our unit at the time.
Oh.
But now, we got a couple. He went to the porta potty, so we're like, yeah, get in. We pulled the Humvee right up again, couldn't open the door, and then we went to eat.
oh
Kinda-
my
Kind of kept him
God.
there. It was only a couple minutes though.
Oh, I was gonna say it was
Was
probably
he like screaming?
gagging.
Yo,
He was just like, "What the fuck, you guys? Like, it's hot as shit. It smells like shit in here."
like I know.
Like we would just bang on the door. We're like, "Come on!" And then in one, I took baby powder and put it in my friend's boots. Put it all in a lot of shit and saran wrapped the boots. Saran wrapped her entire bunk, her watch. Saran wrap, but everything had a little bit of powder in it. So no matter what she did opening it, fucking powder everywhere.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that was good. It was a good time. Yeah.
I do have two funny stories that aren't pranks.
Okay.
So at the wrestling cart or a video, the one guy who actually we're gonna go back to Mike Heiser, Sandy's brother. He worked there with me. He calls me one day. You had to they had like those things that came down, like I don't know, like a drape that you would like lock at the bottom around the cart.
Mm-hmm. I know what
He
you're talking about.
calls me and texts me, goes, "What do I do?" He bent down and his whole fucking pants split all the way up
Like
to the
SpongeBob.
ass. I was like, I don't know, take money from the drawer and go to Old Navy. So that I thought was funny. We used to make lists of the top 10 questions that people would ask us. Like, is the belt real? Where's the bathroom? Where's this? Where's the Rainforest Cafe that literally was behind me making rainforest noises? Like, literally behind me.
There was one up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mall, right?
What was the other one? Bugaboo Creek was another one.
Yeah.
The Shannon, right? The Shannon Mall.
One time, I don't know why Star Wars came up, but Jen, my friend Jen, who was on here before, she knew I had Star Wars helmets, like real, like I have a red Stormtrooper helmet. So she came in and put an app on her phone that made it sound like a lightsaber and walked in Fitzpatrick to like scare our coworkers. Like you could hear her freaking making the noises and it echoed up the hallway. That was pretty funny. Other than that, I don't have any like pranks. I do. Do you ever have people exercise at work?
Yes.
Like go to the gym or like actually in the queue?
So I used to have a girl. I don't know if you could see me, but she used to stand up and she would stand at her desk, and this was her exercise. She would just kick her foot back.
Yeah.
And I was like, ma'am, what in God's name
Yeah.
is that doing for you?
It's I guess like she was a walker. So she would just literally like on her break, she would walk around the office, like get her steps in, she would walk in place and she would like say hi, walk in place, walk around, and then go outside, walk around the entire I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. I'm like, that's too much energy for me. Well,
I worked on help desk for a while at the school district, and my one coworker, Rich, he worked in the cubicle like across from me, and you could always tell when like he just wanted to punch somebody so bad. You'd hear him calmly go, "Excuse me, can you hold me for a second, ma'am?" "No problem, thank you." He put it on hold, slam the phone down like 6 times, like on the desk, and then he would just calmly walk in a circle around the cubicles, come back and go, "Okay, ma'am, what were you saying?" Die laughing while the other lady's fucking exercising. So Steve had a story that he gave me. Steve, okay, he said, so a few years ago at Collision Care on Cotman Ave, this dude Alex was fun, but a total fuck up. He somehow talked the manager into letting him use the shop vehicle for an undetermined amount of time. One night he went out partying and got so fucked up he didn't know where he parked the car. He assumed it gotten stolen, and the shop had to report it stolen on Monday morning. I think 3 weeks had gone by, and a different coworker found the Jeep. Not stolen, parked in the parking in rear section of a local bar. The shop was cool, and you could, just about get away with murder there, so nobody got in trouble. They called the police to have it taken off the stolen list, but he did not end up losing shop vehicle privileges over the incident. Yeah, I would think so. I would think that, you're no longer, who fucking takes a shop car to a bar?
I would.
You would.
I would. Oh, it's free gas.
I had like an asshole boss. Did you ever have a real asshole boss?
Yes, I actually just left one.
I had a person, I'm not going to say their name. It's a 2-letter name. That's all I'm going to give you. Second letter is a J. Other than that, we're done. He used to cause such problems. 26 options, and you could find it. Okay? It's not BJ
Not
or
H,
DJ or
H.
TJ. Okay. But anyway,
No.
he was like really rough on me. So this was back when we had like those chirper phones.
Oh, the Nextel shit.
The Nextel, yes. Oh my
You
god.
always get like a busy.
Dude, we work in different regions. Like each tech has a region. So he would actually go on the group text, like a group chirp, and say, does anybody know where this person is? Well, if I know where they are, I'm not in the fucking place where I'm supposed to be. Like, it never made any sense to me. Well, he used to give a shit like, let me see your receipt. You were gone for lunch too long. And I'm like, no, dude, like I wasn't even gone an hour. Like, not even an hour. So there was a couple different people in our group that there was like contractors, and this one day in the morning there was something where like they called me as I was walking from the parking lot, and it was something about like the video conferencing was when it first came out. And he was like, so I didn't get a chance, and he had told me, text me when you get in, because he used to come in later. I would go in at 7:30. So this day I totally forgot to text him. So he gives me like a bunch of shit for it. And I was just like, I don't get this. I don't understand. And he actually like brought me in his office to talk to me, everything about it. I need you to text me when you get in. So I'm sitting there at my computer and I'm like really pissy. So I asked the kid behind me, Matt, I'm like, hey, like, do you have to text him when you get in? And he's like, no. So I was like, maybe it's because I'm a contractor. Hey, Bill, do you have to text him when you get in? Because he gets in with me at 7:30. He's like, no, not at all. What? I don't know what that is. Yeah, but like a contractor. Yeah, and I was in the same contractor with him, and like strategic staffing solutions or something. And so then this other girl, Marie, who comes in at 11, I was like, Marie, you got to call in? Oh yeah, every morning. I was like, you fucking gender biased asshole. So I went up to the boss above him and was like, is there like a rule that I need to text him when I get in or chirp him when I get in? He's like, no, absolutely not. I was like, just check in. So the next day he's like, when are you, he yells at me again about it. And I told him, I was like, oh, Rich said I don't have to do that anymore. And you should probably stop making Marie do it since you only had the women doing it. He didn't care. Like, he was just like dicky to anybody he could possibly be dicky to. He looked like goddamn Step by Stepdad. The dad, what's
Frank?
same guy from Die Hard, the cop. Winslow. Carl Winslow. He looked like Carl Winslow, man. Ugh. Fucking crazy. I was glad I left that wrestling cart though early, because the one guy that owned it decided to talk to somebody online and got stuck in one of those things.
That fucking sucks.
It was like a fake young boy, and like you could tell they were pushing it and pushing it. I was very glad that I left before that happened. What else you got?
I mean, nothing as exciting as
My pranks or
fucking pedophiles.
pedophiles? I know, that's why I'm trying to move over.
Damn.
Move on.
So one of the other things that I think we could probably all relate to is that there's like apparently there's 14 common types of people in the workplace.
Ooh, I wonder which one I am.
Number one, the know-it-all. I don't think I work with a know-it-all just yet, but know-it-all, they annoy me.
Is it because they know everything or they're a smart ass know it all?
I was about to say-
Strong opinions.
I was
Okay.
saying IT, there's some know-it-alls, but they actually know it all. Like, they've actually-
Just someone who thinks they have the answer to all your questions and solutions. Like,
Gotcha. I have no problem saying I don't know. So that's not me.
the creative genius. They believe there's only one way of doing things, the creative way, no alternate ways. So above all, they always urge others to think outside the box. But like sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, stupid. Don't
I
need
don't know
to.
if I'm ran into that.
I don't think I have. The Joker. I feel like that's
In every
pretty.
group.
Jokes.
Yeah, I feel like
I like jokes.
I think there's the Joker that's like fun and cheeky, and or like the Joker who like thinks he's funny, and everyone's like, "Oh, fucking here comes Ted again!" Like
My jokes are fun and
like,
cheeky.
fucking
Fucking
Ted.
Ted.
Yeah, and like I feel like the dude like he's like ultimate like dad jokes. That's right.
I feel like the Farva. Like our jokes are cheeky and fun.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
The grumpy cat. Just
What is that?
These are old ladies.
These kinds of people usually grumble all the time at work. They always need something or someone to whine about, or
They're
else
always
it's the end of the
complaining.
world. The
Always complaining
complainers.
about something.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I could be a complainer.
Yeah, but I mean like all the time.
They don't
Like,
have nothing good to say.
No, ever. You can 100% go to work, hand out fucking $20 bills, and they'll be like, "Really?
My
It's not a
$20
50?"
bill
Like,
looks dirty. You didn't iron it right.
yeah, like I just or like, "Oh, it's Y20, not 50."
Why
Yeah. I mean,
20?
like, yeah, I hate them. They annoy me. The attention grabber. One of them.
Mhm.
No matter whom you're talking with, they always manage to draw your attention. Believe it or not, you end up loving them.
Or maybe that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The professional sleeper. You'll find them sleeping here and there, even with their eyes open.
We have this guy.
Not
His name was Jim. Big guy.
Ted.
No, it's not Ted. He was Jim. He was a Jamaican guy. And so funny. We had, the cubicles. When I used to work at the help desk, this was like 15, it was like years ago, like 10, 15 years ago. But big guy, this is when I was actually in shape. I was probably like 100 pounds lighter than I am now.
You're beautiful to me.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
He was big though, big Morris, big stomach.
Morris.
And oh my God, he would come in and he would literally snore. Like
Jesus.
snore. Like we're answering phones.
You just hear it.
And you could just hear him snoring. And my one coworker, because they had such a funny relationship. Because he was super skinny and he was super big. So he
like
would
Robin
come
Big.
over, and he would just come over and just like, wake the fuck up, you fat ass, and start hitting and shit. But it was funny though. It was like, it was joking and shit. But he was like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't think
I
I don't think I've ever
like he
slept like that at work.
No,
Yeah.
he would, like sleep, like snore.
Is it like
Well,
all the time?
all the
It's
time,
probably
like, every
he
day.
probably has apnea.
But that's and then we got to that point. We got to like, yo, bro, this could be like a health thing.
Like
You know what I
if
mean?
you're falling asleep that fast and snoring, yeah, like you
But
might.
it was a little bit early. Like we would get in like 7, maybe like 7:30.
Mhm.
But man, like.
But I like that it happened enough that eventually you guys were like, "Bro, did you ever see somebody?"
Yeah, like you should see someone.
You should go to the doctor.
Because you would just hear him snoring, and you just hear, pat, 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 wake the fuck up, you fat fuck.
Oh my God. There's two guys. Now I have narcolepsy, but I've never fallen asleep at work, probably because I take meds. But I have two guys that have apnea at work. And the one day it was just us three. They're sitting on like this other side of the room. And all of a sudden, like we're watching a movie as we're fixing Chromebooks. It was like a Saturday. I turn and look over and you hear snoring. Both of them are freaking out, sleeping. And the one guy got so like how I just let them go. I started videotaping, but the Chromebook slipped off his lap and scared the shit out of him. So I was like, they woke right up. But
Yeah, no, the phone would ring. And, Rona, that when it jumps.
oh God.
Yeah, so I think that was ring, no answer, something like that. But he'd be asleep, and you're in the help desk, you don't want to take calls.
Right.
You
Yeah.
don't want to take calls.
Right.
But he'd be asleep,
And
he'll
he
miss
ain't
his
taking
call,
it.
and
So
the
it-
call would jumped up. So what we would do, like fuck this, we would transfer it back. We would transfer the call right back. Well, I'm not taking this shit. You take it. He'd be like, hello.
I mean, I think the only time I've ever fallen asleep at work was my last job, but it was like I was sick. I had just started that job. I was maybe like a couple weeks in. We had gone down the shore, and it turns out like we had pneumonia. I was at my new job because I had zero PTO, just falling asleep, trying to keep myself up. And I think eventually my boss left for the day, like around his usual time. I fell asleep until it was time to go. So sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no, he's done a real good job. Like he's got himself in like actual like better shape now.
That's good.
But I wanna
Probably got like a fucking 12-pack and shit now.
Yeah.
because he was a big boy. He was probably like maybe close to like 4.
Really?
Yeah, he was like
Damn.
almost close to 400, but he was also
Tall.
nah, he wasn't tall.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He was like 5'10".
Holy
like,
fuck.
Yeah, he was a big boy. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of him so I can show you. He's got a lot of kids, but no, I mean he's done a great job.
Got a lot of kids.
He was
Well,
in IT.
That's all I see is kid pictures.
Wait, he was in IT.
Yeah, he was in IT.
Is his name Stacy?
No, his name's Jim.
Okay. Because I know somebody that's Stacy that has a lot of kids.
No.
While you look for that, I'll keep going on my list here.
I would love to hear your list.
The Chatterbox. The ultimate masters of water cooler chats and gossips. Sometimes you adore them, sometimes you don't, but you don't know that your life without them is cool. I like Chatterboxers sometimes. Some I just want to shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
I don't mind people chatting, but I mind that like, all right, well now I have to do things, so I need to walk away.
I hate like pointless. I don't know, some pointless chatty. The oh so diligent. They're hard workers and they consider work their life. Always glued to the laptops and instantly give email replies. Who doesn't like super fast replies? This person possesses a never-ending enthusiasm towards work. They're admired by everyone and inspire everyone. See, I don't.
Can't that be a mix? Like I feel like I'm a mix of some of the things you said.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some like emails that I've sent, but like I also don't reply all. Like I'll send a reply back like quickly and be like, I got it, and then I don't need to let the whole fucking office know. Dumb as
I don't
shit.
even proper like
I think you're
etiquette.
this one though.
What am I?
The tech junkie.
I don't know if I'm a tech junkie.
Let's see. New product launch. You'll probably find them camped out in front of their computer screens, waiting in line for
Nah,
pre-orders.
I don't care.
They can't survive without their tangled earplugs because they tend to be more productive with the rhythm of music.
Oh, I probably get distracted. It's like me trying to listen to a book on tape. It's difficult sometimes. I'm like, fuck, I don't even remember what I was just listening to.
The look busy, do nothing.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Yeah, they're always looking for ways to wiggle out of work, and no one knows what they really do. I've had a couple people in my companies. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even know what you do here. Like, it's like anytime I saw them, it was I don't even know where their cubicle was, where their desk was. They just happened to work there, and
So
I
we
was
just
like,
solved
oh,
the problem.
yeah, I don't know what you do. What is it that you do here? The latecomers.
Yeah.
Like this breed of people is the last to arrive, first to leave. That is what it is.
Probably so good,
Yeah.
I end up being late. I used to be late at the other job. They actually put up notices around because I would be 10 minutes late. This was right when I found out I had narcolepsy.
Mm.
And one guy used to call out all the time. And then I would be like 10 minutes late at max. And I would text them each time, like, sorry, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I just had a hard time getting up. And one day I came in and they put notices all around about lateness, like to fuck with me. But I'm like, I think it's better that I'm actually showing up. But the other guy that would take off at least like once a week, no one said a fucking word to him. I don't know. My 10 minutes don't add up to his full day.
Yeah, I used to be probably stoned.
I'm actually working on it. I've been doing really well with
I
it.
tell myself that too. I'm always working.
There's
Too many pictures.
too many kids.
J-Dub.
Fuck his happiness.
Yeah,
The coffee lover.
that's like
Uh,
everywhere now.
I don't
truly
drink
passionate
coffee.
about coffee. You often find I'm judging. See, and this is what I know. You like coffee, you love coffee. I'm for it. But like, don't come at me. Like, do you not like coffee? How do you not like coffee? Why don't you like coffee? I don't know. I don't fucking like coffee.
Neither do I.
Do you like Mountain Dew? No. I don't fucking ask you 20 questions. No. If they're feeling tired, give them a small cup of latte, or espresso. But yeah, I've never been a coffee person.
I've never seen that. I know people drink a lot of coffee.
I've seen people get very
You know,
cranky without coffee.
No,
like,
yeah, but I've never seen like somebody hate on somebody because they don't.
I have, and it's usually like fucking. But I don't even think like the fucking Starbucks coffees and like iced coffees and like, oh my god, I can't live without my fucking.
It's bad now for kids. Have you seen the kids? Like, the kids
have.
drink something like 1 4 ounce.
I don't drink
You
coffee
know,
at all.
Super
It has to be
size
like-
sugar.
Yeah, no.
That's
Uh,
fucking
The
nuts.
most I give him is Mountain Dew.
Like,
If he ever came up and was like, "Take me to Starbucks and get me like a latte, something," I think I'd throw him out the fucking window.
yeah.
My kids will go,
I'm like,
"Can you
no.
take me to Starbucks for a pink drink?" I'm like, "Can't you just fucking drink a soda or something?" Like, Jesus.
Yeah, no, he
Christ.
gets Mountain Dew. I'm not really a coffee.
I saw when my daughter was going to National downtown, and
Mhm.
we would, where we would get off at the bus at times, and I had to work downtown. I would walk her, and sometimes we were early enough. We were hitting Dunkin' Donuts, kids.
Yeah, it's literally right
Yeah,
there, right
Yeah,
across the
there,
street.
Right across the street.
Yeah, because the 440 North Broad is where
Yeah,
the
right.
district building is.
Yeah, so we would go in, and it would just be nothing but the national kids in there, and like I mean, it would be no sandwiches. It's all like
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like fucking
I-
coladas.
Even now, I
like,
still.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I'll take. So now I gotta go. My new job is I gotta go down to Old City. So I'll take him to school. I'll drop him off. Sometimes I'll stop at Dunkin', get myself a Mountain Dew and breakfast sandwich. Every kid that comes on the coffee,
Coffee. It's crazy.
coffee, iced coffee. You're right. No one is getting a fucking sandwich. It's
or
all
nothing.
no.
It's just it's just sugar.
It's coffee,
It's pure
all of
sugar
it.
and caffeine.
And then
Maybe
and then
some
they'll be going to
donuts.
the bathroom in about an
Yeah,
hour.
Maybe some donuts, but it's all coffee and
And it's
ice.
not like a small. It's like
No, it's the big guys.
Fucking gulp. Like it's just crazy. I'm like,
And like it's sad because like I've heard someone who are like, oh my god, like I cannot live without this right now, or like I need it. I'm like,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
no.
crazy. It is crazy.
no, thank you. That's why I'm glad he's not. But see, I also think I've never liked coffee because when I was younger, my dad had coffee. So at the age, like I was like, oh, I want to try. And I think I had it at such a young, and I think my dad drank it just black. I
Yeah.
don't think he put anything in it at the time. Or
That's the way you're supposed to drink it. Too.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing.
yeah.
You're
So
supposed to
yeah.
drink it black.
So I think he just had, I don't know if he maybe put like a little cream or if he just didn't get to it in time, but I was like, oh, I want to try. I tried it. It was fucking disgusting. From that point on, I've never asked to try coffee again in my life.
The only time I'll drink it is if it's like a frozen cappuccino with
No.
like so much stuff in it, and I don't drink it often.
Yeah, I don't really like
I like
coffee flavored
tea.
things.
I've
I like
come around
coffee
on it.
flavored ice cream. I'm weird on
Yeah, I
that.
like
No.
coffee. I don't buy it.
I like coffee
I'll-
cake.
Yeah, coffee
But-
cake's cool.
I
I like
never finish a
tea.
cup of coffee.
Oh,
Like I can't finish a cup of coffee.
Neither does my
Mm.
wife.
Yeah.
Did you? It actually, and if she, no, I was gonna say if she does,
Like, and I always get a small. I never get like a medium. When like how you go to Wawa,
yeah,
and they're all the same price.
Yeah.
I still get the small
yeah,
because I know I'm not going to drink the small.
no, I'll get
Yeah.
her coffee. It takes her forever to finish a cup of coffee, and then sometimes, like, even then, I'll find it in the fridge,
No,
and she'll pretend to warm it up for. I just throw it out. 'Cause I know it's never gonna get drank. I'm like,
yeah, it's never going to be as good as when you first
it's not. My one friend yells at her all the time.
You can't buy
She's
coffee.
like, "Why do you still have a full cup of coffee? You got it an hour ago." Yeah, I don't know. The aggressive eater. It basically
it means you eat like a cow.
we used
Yeah,
to call this
really.
one kid Hungry Man because all he ever did was eat, and then he used to have a drawer of fucking snacks.
Now that is crazy at work too. The snack
Mhm.
gods, like they have literally like 5 packs of 12 packs of soda.
They'll have mac and
Snacks.
cheese.
Well, that's what it
like-
is. It's they're always hungry, always eating, and they need something to munch
The
on. See,
snack-
like
yeah, snack
now,
guys
like
are crazy.
I've done it, not to that extent, but like sometimes it was out of boredom.
Well, sometimes
Like,
it's
I-
like,
like-
oh, cool, let me get this for work, right?
Kind of, yeah, I guess.
And then it runs out, and then you forget to get something
Yeah.
else.
No,
yeah,
this
but, like-
person had like, it was like a supermarket.
No,
Like they had like, it was 3 different flavors. Diet Coke. I remember I was like, oh, this is crazy. Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sprite. But then he had like, you know, you were in the thing that the 12 pack that you can rip off. And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Comes out. Well,
Yeah.
He had them backed up. They never went filled. So he would have the one open, but under on top of it was the next case.
Jesus.
Always filled up. Had soda nonstop, and then he had like the 2 things of party mix on his vest, and he just went to BJ's and got
right.
yeah, and then had a big thing of candy, and then you see him and you understand why, because he's a big guy.
Is this the
Yeah.
same guy?
No.
But I would do that out of like boredom. Like my old job, we had an office fridge and it was just like water. So every so often, like I stocked it up. I stocked it up for me, for my boss,
Yeah.
and for the techs.
Yeah.
I had soda. I had the fucking like the pouches. What are they
Mhm.
called? I forget what they're called.
What, Caprice?
Yeah, Capri Suns. I had like Gatorades and I had some snacks in there, but it wasn't all
For you.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I wasn't just. And I had like Reese cups.
And then he would sell them too. He would sell some so when people come and ask him for soda.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it was 50 cents. Because then he was like, then he took it that as if you guys are all going to come with me, then,
Yeah.
then I'm
Right.
going to buy enough, not just for me. But
Right.
like you said, like you can come to me, and he would use the money to go
Yeah.
buy more stuff. Instead of,
I'm the type
Mhm.
that would want to have that, but I never get around to get it. So like I would, let's say I'd have at work, like I always have salt and pepper at work and like a can opener just in case or something, you know what I mean? Some plates or whatever. But yeah, I would want to like, oh, I'll get some soda, right? And the second it ran out, I would forget to go get some for like the next couple months. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'd like to have stuff there. I'm a big drinker. I always have drinks. So I could see that, me wanting to do that. And I could see me wanting to be stocked up and then just not remembering or being lazy.
yeah, I only drink soda when I actually have a drink. I don't really do that much. I drink a lot of stuff too. So, like I can't drink soda. Like ginger ale.
I love
Oh.
ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale's good, but like Coke, like it burn worse than like alcohol probably.
God damn.
Yeah, I just don't drink soda.
Plus, I get worried somebody's going to steal my food. You know what I mean?
Oh, the food stealers.
yeah.
That's another topic.
I was like, I already deal with that at home. You know what I mean?
I saw that you had that on your list. The food
Yeah.
stealers.
Yeah.
Everybody's had their food stolen before.
Did you guys ever see the Terry Tate videos? Do you know who Terry Tate is? So, if you all want to look this up at home because I can't show it here. But if you look up Terry Tate, office linebacker,
Can you spell it?
TERRY TATE is his name, and office linebacker.
Mhm. It comes up.
It spells it's like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you Google it, there's like 4 or 5 different videos, and it's basically this football player who they hired to like enforce the rules. So like you see him like tackle somebody, get in their face, and he's like, "You got to put a memo on your TPS report, Doug," and like yells at
These are
them.
commercials?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a skit, kind of, but it's hilarious. And there's this one where the guy goes and throws something in like the trash, and it was supposed to be recyclable. And he's like, sometimes it's about intimidation. You gotta fuck with them. And he starts going, "It's coming, it's coming." And the guy gets all scared, grabs it, and puts it in. He's like, "See," and then walks away. Like some of them are so funny. He knocks one guy out, and he's got cake all over his face. He's like, "That's Simone's cake." Like. So fucking, they're funny. They're very funny. But yeah, people steal stuff. I know you hear it. Even I hear Preston and Steve talk about it all the time. He's like, he said he duct taped his salad dressing so people don't know what it is. And he's like, if they still steal it.
Yeah. I've had my lunch.
I fucking hurt somebody. You need to put like a
I don't think I
lockbox
ever
in
have
there.
because I've made it I think I very rarely would put stuff in like the fridge.
Mhm.
And if I did, I think it was something I was like, somebody will take it. Like,
Yeah. I'm more of a buy lunch than a bring lunch.
yeah.
Yeah, see, to me,
I know,
that's
and
too
I gotta
expensive.
stop it too. But
It's
yeah, I've never
expensive,
really
but
put anything in the
It's
Yeah.
employees.
expensive. Especially now.
just like I don't know what to
You
bring
know what
with
I mean?
me.
Like 15 years ago, when we were in the workforce, maybe. But like now, like Jesus Christ.
yeah, but I don't have anywhere to
Everything's
go.
Fucking.
I drive most of the time. Like I'm in my car, so it's tough.
Yeah, it's like I forget. Well, I think it was in King of Prussia Mall, and I was giving my son something. I think I was like, he's not gonna eat anything, so I just had to bite the bullet. We don't like to do fast food, but I got him Popeye. I spent like on him for like a meal. So it was like 3 chicken tenders and French fries and a drink. It was like fucking like $12.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I was like, that's insane.
Yeah. Just like he's gotten food, and just him alone is like $15.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
But it's such because
And they're
it's not-
hungry, those young boys.
But it's not like it's an extravagant thing. It's usually like a burger and a drink.
Yeah,
And
it's
just
insane.
Sometimes
for
my kids will get
$15.
the 2 cheeseburger meal at McDonald's plus nuggets.
You know,
Like, whew.
he doesn't. Mine's defective.
Defective. He's just not old enough yet.
Yeah. No, he's I mean I can usually tell when he's going through growth spurts because that's when he's like
yeah,
housing shit. But there are some times where I'm like, I'm not hungry. I'm like
that's good.
I have to remind him to eat. Whereas I'm the opposite. Where I'm like,
Shit.
eating.
It's so much bad shit out here for them to put in their bodies.
I know.
I know. Fucking like Tide Pod challenge shit.
Yeah,
Gross.
like it's insane.
So what else you got? I'll figure we'll end on my quiz.
The last one was the Chandler Bing. We all agree every
Bing.
workplace has one sarcastic kind. They're constantly coming up with the perfect one-liners to comment every single time with utmost perfection. They are often underappreciated for their talents, but trust us, it's a special skill not many people have. You can see them rolling their eyes on their work buddies many times.
I'm definitely an asshole like that at work at times.
I don't know if it's an asshole. It's just sarcastic.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, those are kind of the 14 types. I think that I've probably encountered half of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Some good,
Sure.
some bad. But yeah. Yeah, that was my
Okay.
our coworkers.
So what inspired me was Office Space. Did you ever see that movie?
I feel like I have. I know it's an old movie.
You don't watch movies.
So
You.
But I'm a movie buff.
oh,
Just
by the
don't
way,
watch old white movies.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Louder Milk is fucking hilarious.
Let me Google. I know I've seen like previews.
Like going off the Office Space because it's that guy. What the heck's that guy's name from Office Space? I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Louder Milk, dude.
The dude who's what's his fucking name? I think it might be
I keep wanting to say Peter, and it's not.
Oh
Peter.
yeah, it is him.
It is him.
Yeah.
So he is a recovering Ron Livingston.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
That's him.
he's a recovering alcoholic, and he's leading a sobriety group, and he is the biggest asshole, like worse than fucking like Dr. House. Like he just it's really quick show. It's like 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Like they're quick half-hour episodes, but it is hilarious. I watched all 3 seasons in like a weekend. So
he has a new show out there. That Amanda's actually watching.
That's what I'm talking about. Louder Milk.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So like, where have you been?
Yeah, I don't know. I came right back.
Wait, did you have a person on there, the one that doesn't listen or pretends they listen?
I wasn't listening though.
I'm teasing. I was like, I literally said it, and then you started looking them up.
At this Office Space thing, I'm like, I've seen this, and then I seen Livingston, and I'm just like, oh, that's the dude that did the show.
Oh my god, she probably loves it. It's a
She
great
does.
show.
Yeah,
It's
she does.
fucking hilarious. Oh, he's great. So I came up with a little quiz because everybody likes quizzes so much, and Cindy loves quizzes, especially mine, of Office Space with Ron Livingston. So you can chime into native because she said she hadn't seen him in a while. So you ready?
Sure.
That's funny. You just described me. Man tells me that all the time.
What color was Milton? Because it's not the first time that you've done that
Oh no.
around us too. Okay. So what color was Milton's stapler?
Red.
Woohoo! Is that what you say? Never mind. Okay.
Don't ask me the question.
He's like, I am in my phone mode. I cannot pay attention. What famous no talent ass clown singer shared the same name as one of Peter's coworkers?
Oh, God.
And he literally, that's his line. He's like, I gotta share my name with some no talent ass clown. I'm gonna come back to that one. You wanna think
Yeah,
on it?
come back to that one. 'cause
Think on it. Okay. What did Peter steal from the office to destroy? And they beat him up with bats in a field.
wasn't files, right?
No. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I
was
know that.
playing.
Like, I do. I don't even. I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw his face. Honestly.
What machine would piss you off that they would want to
Is
beat
it
the fuck out
A
of?
printer,
Close.
fax machine.
Yes, the
Sorry,
fax machine.
fax machine.
How many pieces of flair was the minimum?
I'm gonna 24.
15.
Ah.
If you had 24, maybe you would be expressing yourself a little better. Okay. Who was the only person in the office that didn't get any cake? Ted. Fucking Ted.
Ted.
I owe you. Go ahead.
I don't remember.
It was Milton. He literally handed out pieces. He was the
Yes.
only one that didn't get cake. Okay. There are two restaurants that are right next to each other. Okay.
Okay.
One, Jennifer Aniston works at. The Joanna. Do you remember what their names are?
Hooters?
No. That's Big Daddy. Wrong
It
movie.
is. But that's
a
not
5-year
Jennifer Aniston.
That's a
though.
5-year plan, though.
Give me a hint here.
Kind of rhymes with fingers, but it has one more. Flingers is one of them.
Like, I don't know.
Flingers is one. And the other one is another word for flair, or like kind of another word for flair, like a synonym. Synonym.
Cinnamon. I don't know.
Tchotchkes. It is like flair. Tchotchkes are like,
Whenever there's a doll, like a doll, a tchotchke doll. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. My mom will say, put it next to the tchotchkes. I don't know. Some people
Pretty
say
sure it was a thing.
it. You suck so far.
Google it.
What was his neighbor's response when they asked him what he would do if someone said to him, it sounds like he has a case of the Mondays? Like, what did the neighbors respond? He's like, what would you do, Lawrence, if somebody came up to you and said,
I don't know, punch him in the face.
you got a case of Mondays? Well, close enough. He said, I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that.
Punch him in the face.
That's what it is. Close enough.
I get a half a point for that.
Half a point for Cindy sucks less.
Yeah.
All right. What are the reports called that Lumberg asks about?
Oh, damn
So
it.
3 letters.
Not QED, right? No.
The first 2 letters are the same thing you wipe your ass with if you take the first 2. Like toilet paper. Get it? Toilet paper.
I know what toilet paper
Well,
is.
those
Like
2 letters.
TP?
TP what?
P?
What's the snake do?
TPS?
Yes.
TPS?
Nick. Okay. You really suck.
I didn't know it was going to be.
I
quizzed
told
on-
you. I told you.
You told me like an hour ago.
All right. What type of movie genre do Joanna and Peter both love?
Car.
No.
That was honestly gonna be my fucking guess too. So, haha, we're both wrong.
She's like, we should go back to my place and watch something
Is it
movie.
drama?
And she says, I love something. No.
Rom coms.
No.
Right.
There's a guy that sings a song that goes, "Everybody
Musicals?
was
Kung Fu fighting.
Kung Fu movie."
Kung Fu movie.
Woo. She's like, I love
no
Kung
good
Fu.
ones though.
There haven't been nothing good.
All right, do you want me to go back to that one? What famous singer?
All right,
Total
yeah. Give
ass
me a
clown?
hint. Is it Bon Jovi?
All right, I'll
No,
give
it's
you.
not Bon Jovi.
I will give you multiple choice. How does that sound?
Sure.
Let me think of Kenny G, Michael Bolton, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. No.
With Bolton, yes. Michael Bolton.
I was like, it's not Michael Jackson.
She usually doesn't let me down like this, guys. Okay.
Listen, in all fairness, I didn't know about this until recently.
She didn't start.
And I didn't have time to brush up.
This is Office Space?
Office Space. All right. There's 5 left. Let's see if you can redeem yourself.
I probably can't, but go ahead.
What day did the Bob say is the best day to fire someone?
Monday.
Friday?
Friday. Who
Got
ends
one.
up with
Monday.
all who ends up with all the money they stole?
Although, I guess to his point, Monday, because then you're off the rest of the week. Like,
Yeah, but who's that good for?
me, if I'm off the rest of the week.
Right, but they said what's the best day to fire someone, not get fired.
Still Monday.
Well, they said Friday.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Who ends up with all the money they stole?
Milton.
All right, good for you. We're on a roll. It's 2 in a row, Cindy. 2 in a row.
I would say
All right.
Fucking no. Fuck that guy.
All right. The next ones are probably just going to be hard, so I don't know what to say.
Okay.
What's the name of the place where they work?
Oh, shit.
It ends in tech.
In tech?
Close. You're missing an N-O in the middle of that.
I know tech. Inno tech?
Innotech.
Inno tech?
Innotech. Okay.
All right, I was
All right.
close.
Drew says if things go right with the girl he's seeing, he'll be giving her his what face?
O face.
All right. There she goes.
My O face.
Oh. See, she remembers that.
Yeah.
All right. This one was one of my favorites. What Lawrence, the neighbor.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somehow.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you my office, you know what?
I feel like you'd be surprised. You surprise yourself with how you could work it in.
Yeah, I
You
think
probably
I put
could.
it in somewhere.
Yeah.
I think I could use that somewhere.
This is one of my favorite lines from this movie. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully you get this one. The neighbor, Lawrence, with the mullet, the one that's like a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He says, Lawrence, what would you do for $1 million? What was his response? If you had $1 million, what would you do?
I don't know, punch somebody in the face.
No. You need names.
I don't know.
2 chicks at the same time. And he's like, that's it? He's like, yeah, I've never done that, and I'd like to do that.
I was about to say, it's probably something simple.
Yeah, it's like I was trying to.
When you're done, think too hard.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on.
Something simple.
No.
That's all I got in my
So
quiz.
basic.
So basic, man.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I overthought.
I was saying we were gonna have our next one planned too, and I just didn't plan that yet. So maybe we'll get better next week or next time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. You got any shout outs to Cunt? That sounds
I
promising.
feel- You know what? My shout out to it is 95 itself. That's just
Fuck 95. 95
because I don't understand. Like everyone slows down for traffic, but when you drive, there's no traffic. Everyone just I don't understand it. So
yeah,
fucking 95.
fucking 95. Mine's the little old lady that asked me to use the bathroom. When I said no, she said, "Well, the York store lets me do it."
The what?
The store
Oh,
on
like
York
the-
Road. I was like, okay, go there then.
Mhm.
Yeah, other than 95.
Anything?
Shout out to Ted.
Ted, fuck you, Ted.
10, wherever you're at, fuck you, 10.
God damn it.
Fucking 10. No, that's all I got.
That's all I got. Wait, and until next time, wipe that cunt off your faces.